Greetings, Alpha 40 fans. It's been a minute since I've done some Alpha content. So I just thought I'd show you what I picked up recently for my Alpha 40 deck. They also recently updated the rules in the Alpha 40 League. The draw group now includes Demonic Tutor and Regrowth, which I used to include in my decks if you've seen my Alpha 40 deck tech videos. It was always great to play Brain Geyser and then be able to like tutor for the Twister and regrow the Twister and just complete that infinite loop cycle of twistering. But now you got to pick one. So this month I picked Demonic Tutor. I put that in my Alpha 40 deck, and I'll show you the results of that deck a little later this month, and then decide if I want to keep Demonic Tutor in the deck or perhaps switch it to Regrowth. I realized I was kind of shy of a few of the black cards that are good in Alpha 40, so I picked up some cards and I'll show you those today on the channel. No, they don't make Alpha cards anymore. These are still 30-year-old cards that I had to track down. The Alpha Drain Life, that's this card here, has an interesting misprint to it, which helps you identify that as being an Alpha card. In the text box, it says Drain Life does 1 damage to a single target for each B spent, in addition to the casting cost, which is 1 colorless and 1 black. They didn't have this mana symbol in some of the cards on the text box, so that was corrected in beta. So if you see a black bordered Drain Life that says Drain Life does 1 damage to each single target for each black mana symbol spent in addition to the casting cost, you have a beta printing, but this is the Alpha printing. So I picked up 3 copies of Drain Life to put in my Alpha 40 deck, and they all have the B misprint at the bottom. And in order to cast these, I needed some basic swamps. Here's a near mint copy, absolutely beautiful. Look at that. All right, so those are my 3 Drain Lives I picked up this month, and then in this package I picked up some basic swamps. I wanted the art to match the other swamps in my deck, so I picked up these swamps, and then it came with a bonus pack of baseball cards. Looks like Rafael Devers on the pack here. I'll open up those some other day. Maybe I'll make a short of just baseball cards. But this order I picked up 4, but I think it was 4 LP Alpha Swamps. This one was graded by CGC. It was graded a near mint 7. I don't think there is a premium for near mint 7 graded cards, so I think the grader of this card assumed it might get a 9 somehow, but there is some surface wear you can see at the top edge here. That almost guarantees it's not going to get a 9 if there's any surface wear or edge wear. It's centered pretty good, but it's shifted. If you look at the centering on this card, it's shifted down to the right a little bit, so it's not going to get a 9 centering. So there's really no premium for a near mint 7. So I brought my tools. I'm going to crack this out today and open it up to play with. And then inside of this top loader, there should be 3 Alpha Swamps. These were LP according to Dave and Adam's Card World, but it was a lot of 3 cards. They were on clearance. Some people are selling their Alpha cards, so now is a good time, I think, to get to pick up a few cards for the collection. Let's put these up here. Yeah, like that. All right, Alpha. Let's do a little screen. There we go. That's gonna be the thumbnail. These are the low branch Alpha Swamps. They're in pretty good shape. They don't have too much play wear, actually. They might be nicer than this near mint 7. So we can crack this near mint 7 out and compare it to the ungraded ones. But I think these are actually a little nicer and cleaner than this near mint 7. So what I gotta do is grab a towel, protect the flying pieces, grab your pliers, clip the corner here, grab it at like a 45-degree angle and press down really hard. The CGC cases are really tough. They're tougher than the BGS cases, if you ask me. Not as tough as the PSA cases. And I have not cracked any PCG cases from Rudy's company. But we stick our screwdriver in just a little bit, give it kind of a pry. And I like to leave the case flat and just lift up 90 degrees with the screwdriver. And that broke off. Just pry it in there. There we go. A little lift here. And then the card pops out just like that with the label. Get rid of the case. There's our Near Mint 7 label. Now we'll do a quick comparison. This was Near Mint 7 and these were LP swamps. You can tell they're all the same artwork. But I think this graded Near Mint 7 one is in worse shape. You can tell from this angle, if you hold it up to the light, there's more surface wear on this Near Mint 7. So the LP cards were in much better shape. And all the corners match. And if you look at the backs, this graded Near Mint 7 was in pretty rough shape on the surface. So, pretty happy with that purchase. The Near Mint 7 was definitely near mint. The non-graded ones were probably in the 8 range. This one might grade a 8.5 if you sent it to PSA. I also had some sleeves somewhere. We can put some of these. I know I needed one of these swamps for my deck. I was missing a swamp for my Alpha 40 deck. So I put it in a top loader and a hyper matte sleeve. Just like that. And then I've also got character guard outer sleeves for my Alpha 40 deck. Put that in like that. And this swamp is ready to rock. So stay tuned for my next monthly Alpha 40 update. I think I'll also put some of these drained lifes in top loaders as well. Sleeves, I'll triple sleeve this drain life. And then I'll play this in my Time Twister Black Vice deck. I might take out some of the twiddles. Might put in Drain Life and see how that deck does. So stay tuned for my next monthly Alpha 40 update. I'm also gonna do a deck battle. I'm gonna battle my Alpha 40 deck versus a mono blue Merfolk deck. And you can see how the decks test out against each other. Just kind of a sample deck head-to-head matchup. I'll do that next on the channel as well, so stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel if you want to get more Alpha 40 content in your feed every day. Like this video if you're a fan of Alpha 40 rounded original Magic cards from 1993. And leave a comment below if you play these cards in your deck or if you'd build around Drain Life in an Alpha 40 mono black deck. Let me know. All right, thanks everyone. Have a great week. See you in the next video.